Louisa here for Jodoin in the city of Selma, Alabama, where we just witnessed a terrible racial hatred. And the peaceful marchers are still outside and were attacked today by the police officers on their way to Montgomery. They were protesting against the violent treatment of African Americans that has been received recently, and notably the murder of Jimmy Lee Jackson last month, and the bullying prevented them from the right of voting. I have here with me Charlie, who was also walking. Hi, Charlie.
Hi.
So, can you tell me why were you walking alongside with them?
Well, I was walking because I think one of the basic civil rights is the right to vote, and in their case, they can't, and it's because of their physical appearance. So I think it's rubbish that they don't have that right.
And from your point of view, why did the police officers attack your group?
Honestly, I don't know. It was a peaceful march. I wasn't really expecting anything violent, but I guess some of us were a little agitated, but we weren't violent, and we were really serious about the cause, and I think it was just a racist act.
And how do you feel about that?
Well, I think it really sucks. Like I said, I think it sucks that we judge people from their appearance and they don't have the same right just because of their appearance.
And one last question. How did you feel when the police officers attacked you?
I was really shocked. I was not expecting it, and it was really surprising, and well, it was a bad surprise. And I was a bit scared, but not for me, more for my African American friend that were marching a little further away from me. But I was really scared for them because obviously it was racist.
Thank you very much, Charlie.
You're welcome.
With me, Alina, who is one of the relatives of the attack marcher who is currently at the hospital. So tell me, who was it?
It was my half-sister. We were very close.
Do you feel anything about that? Any concerns?
I find that it's, first of all, very unfair what happened. I don't think that it was, she was one among many others that were marching for what's rightfully theirs, and they just got attacked for actually claiming what's theirs. I find it very unfair.
And any ideas why the police attacked her?
I think there's two main reasons to why they might have attacked. In my opinion, first of all, they could have attacked because they thought that maybe the marches were a threat to people, and it's their job to actually protect other people. But in doing so, in attacking other people, they aren't really protecting the people that they're attacking. So technically, what I think is also a racist opinion that pushed them to actually attack the people and injure the people that were marching.
Yeah, and finally, do you have anything to share?
I just really hope that all the people that have some differences, actually, any kind of difference ever, actually will one day be treated equally, not just for our generation, but for future generation of people who are tossed aside by society.
Oh, thank you, Alina. I wish you luck to you and your family.
Thank you.
Lastly, I just found a police officer who is willing to talk with us. Hi, officer.
Hi.
Can you tell me how did the attack start?
Well, it was just a normal drill. There were protesters who could do possibly anything at any moment. They were very unpredictable. And it's my job to protect civilians who are not part of this. I know, in my opinion, officers have the right to do this in such a situation and use violence they feel they need to. And people had gathered and they were scared, so we had to protect them.
Yeah, and do you judge it right to attack the peaceful marchers?
Well, you can't be too careful, especially people like them, Besides, you know how them Negroes can be, let alone when there's so many. And we had ordered them to disperse and go back to the church where they came from, and they wouldn't listen to us. So, we had to obey the law and obey our orders as well.
And we still act the same if you didn't receive these orders.
Well, of course, that's what they deserve,
And what were your objectives?
We had some horsemen and tear gas, which was pretty helpful to get through the crowd. And we also well protected, And we had our nightsticks and some shotguns just in case. I think we got 40 Negroes or something. That's good.
Well, thank you, officer.
No problem.
It was Louisa and Selma. There has been a lot of talks about more march to come. Well, Martin Luther King Jr. said, we hope there won't be any bloody Sunday like the one we just witnessed. Back to you in the studios.